Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Ontario Soccer Centre, home of Ontario Soccer and the MilkUP Ontario Cup Finals. In today's Under-18 Boys Cup Final, please put your hands together for our visitors, Vaughn SC, dressed in blue and white. And this afternoon's home team, Power FC Toronto, dressed in green and white. Now, to introduce the lineups for today's MilkUP Ontario Cup Final, beginning with our visitors, Vaughn SC. Number 3, Jordan Chelio. Number 4, Joey Borazia. Number 6, Stefano Montamarano. Number 7, Thomas Edinger. Number 8, Evan Edinger. Number 11, Ryan Porcelli. Number 13, David D'Onofrio. Number 14, Massimo Iannuzzi. Number 19, Victor Giustizia. Number 22, Damon Chelia. Number 23, Cameron Ismail. 26, Andreas Nikitopoulos. Number 50, Luca Palozzi. Number 66, Ryan Veraneres. Number 67, Quinton Roy. Number 72, Jacob Martins. Number 77, Nicholas Zvarkenkov. And number 87, Jacob Polito. Vaughn coach, Dennis Berenanes. Assistant Mark Edinger, manager Teresa Palito, and assistant Claudio Palito. And now the lineup for this afternoon's home team, Power FC Toronto, wearing number 1, Jack Belanger. Wearing number 3, Gabriel Magalhaes. Wearing number 4, Alexandre Mercier. Wearing number 5, Kevin Simicage. Wearing number 6, Chris Milligan. Wearing number 7, Dominic Glatz. Wearing number 8, Sherman Jarre. Wearing number 9, Sebastian Altmead. Wearing number 10, Romeo Rexetage. Wearing number 11, Callum Ewell. Number 12, Gregory Colborn. Wearing number 13, Brandon Lotza. Wearing number 14, Rowan Braun. Wearing number 17, Numariz Ahmad. Wearing number 19, Alec Stowe. Wearing number 20, Jack Craig. Wearing number 21, Shoya Hayakawa. And wearing number 24, Jacob Sokolski.
2023 edition of this tournament, 107th time that this tournament has been run. 525 teams whittled down to 2 in this division, Power FC and Vaughn SC. Should be an absolute barn burner starting very shortly. MilkUP Ontario Cup from Vaughan, Ontario, the Ontario Soccer Centre. We're proud to bring it to you. As you get a wide view of our beautiful facilities here, all of the footy that's fit to play. Vaughn Grove Park on your right, and the Ontario Soccer Centre, host of this year's MilkUP Ontario Cup. We're going to have the national anthems coming your way right now. We will leave that with you. Come right back to us for the start of the Under-18 Boys Championship Final. Well, it is still a beautiful day out, a little bit more cloudy than it was at 10 o'clock for the girls Under-18 Championship, but nonetheless, it's a beautiful day, and the cloud cover might actually help out a little bit because certainly very, very hot here in Vaughn as these two teams getting ready to go to battle for a championship, and I can tell you, any bit of cloud cover will definitely help. Especially in these hot GTA summer conditions. Cal McClellan, pleased to join you here as we get Power FC and Vaughn SC in the Azzurri, looking, of course, to claim their first title in this division since 2018. It's nice to be back in a prolonged way after the COVID-19 pandemic and ensure that we have regular soccer playing. As you can see, that is the man in the middle for this game. That is Peter Calpuzos. He will be joined by Luciano Copatelli, and Afshin Beypour on the sides. Certainly these championship games have the ability to become chippy affairs, and I would expect a little bit of decorum off the top to ensure that everyone is making sure that it's the football that comes first. That will be the goal of Mr. Calpuzos. MilkUP Ontario Cup is Ontario Soccer's outdoor provincial championship and the largest club competition of its kind in Canada. One of the oldest and prestigious amateur sporting events in this country. First staged in, trivia fans, 1901. Has operated continuously since, with the exception of World War II and during the global pandemic in 2020. What a fantastic season so far in 2023. This is the 107th edition of this soccer tournament and played out safely across the province's different venues. All roads leading to Vaughn and the Ontario Soccer Centre today after an amazing summer of competition. But It started with 525 teams across every division. And the final U18 and U21. Of course, playing this weekend. Games yesterday as recently the semifinals. Comfortable for both teams. 8-2 win for Power, a 6-1 win for Vaughn. Power dispatching of the Ottawa Futsal Club Eagles. And it was Vaughn, a 6-1 winner over Aaron Mills. As we are on the Ontario Soccer YouTube channel. It's in the second year, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, representing Ontario's 3,400 plus dairy farmers and producers, have joined Ontario Soccer as a premier partner, an exclusive title partner of the MilkUP Ontario Cup. This collaboration with Ontario Soccer will bring positive outcomes for youth sports across the province. Thank you so much to the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. Flicked in. Edinger tried to steer it clear, but it didn't go that far, and then a nice little bit of play by Hayakawa. And eventually allows Power to keep possession, as albeit a little bit deeper. Milligan tried to dig in and comes up with it again. Zare trying to pick a lock and find their way through, but nothing going, and another turnover from Vaughn. Vaughn unable to find their way out with this ball, and moving forward is Rex Hapage, and he will be fouled. And Rex Hapage, of course, number 10 jersey for green. And Power looking to make good on this first opportunity, the first foul of the day. And in a dangerous position if we can get a little bit of curve or a whip in quickly. Have to guard that back post. It falls in the box before being kicked up from distance. And Rex Hapage will send it, and kind of dovetails to the far end of the box, giving an opportunity for a quick outlet, and there goes Vaughn trying to stretch the field almost immediately. Craig. Long ball, cleared out, no call. Nothing wrong with that, the official says. Well, with Hub International Insurance Brokers, we have a partner today to support us as we prepare for tomorrow. It will help us protect what matters most when we get there. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and Hub wants us to be ready for it. Hub International Insurance Brokers, proud partner. Good job not to commit the foul, and Yulee losing possession. This one pops up after hitting Sarvenkov. Going to ground is Edinger. And it's Thomas Edinger will pick it up and play it. As Evan Edinger on the ground. Ball coming back to Thomas now. Tries to just slide it in, and nice little play. Vaughn somehow still in contention for that, as it played out by Zane and away. Pushing forward, Glatz. Into the middle of the area, good defense and good organized shape by the Azzurri. Milligan. Milligan still managed to keep it for his side. Yulee plays to the middle of the area, opener, and it's sent over the bar, and what an opportunity right away for Power FC inside 5 minutes. And a very, very good chance. It was a tightrope walking by Callum Yulee, but sent over the bar by his teammate. And Dominic Glatz certainly be thinking about that one. Glatz, nice touch backwards. In step and worked out. Much of the opening 5 minutes in the zone of Vaughn as they are on the back foot but still organized. Far side having to defend well, and Rexapage will knock it off the defender. It'll be the first corner kick of the game for Power. Sliding over to take this one is Jack Craig. In step hammers that one out and giving Vaughn the opportunity to clear. Rexapage from distance, and this one right into the bread basket of the Vaughn keeper. No problem for Damian Chalea. Good control so far from Power. They will play that long ball when they got the runs, and this is a great ball down to Rexapage. Nice little crossover. Right foot across the area, and yet again we're going to see another corner, the second in as many minutes for Power. As that one heading off the boot of good defending to stay in the lane by Stefano Montemorano.
Next up. Yeah. I actually know this girl.
Jacob Sokowski will put a right foot into this, or a left foot, excuse me. It's going to hit the side of the post, but stays in play, and just having it run a little too far is Callum Muley. First substitution coming here in the 7th minute. Ryan Verunaris checking out, and checking in for this one is David Donofrio. So Donofrio not wasting any time, getting in after about 7 minutes, and all of a sudden Donofrio finds himself on an attack for Vaughn. First time they've led one, it feels like, in this match. Edinger playing to the corner for Porcelli. Porcelli doing well against two Power players. Tried to finesse his way out, but defense too organized and too strong, and this one will be lobbed up towards half for Glatz. Glatz to his right foot, finding lots of space. That's nice from him. Yuli. And cutting to the inside with less of a shot than he would have wanted is Romeo Rexapage, and we expect we'll probably be saying his name quite a bit as Chalea sends this one high into the increasingly more windy Vaughn sky. Bleeds to settle this one down from the back line of Vaughn. They can already feel that they're playing out of their rhythm as Donofrio going after it, given chase by Shervin Zer, and Zer a little too close. Foul will go the way of Vaughn. Sarvenkov's going to leave this for Montemorano. Power backed up to their 18-yard line. That's where they'll hold. Referee seeing nothing wrong with that. As soon as I say it, he calls it back. So waiting to see if the advantage presented itself. It did not. And then happy to call back for a foul against Vaughn. 10th minute, still scoreless, under 18 boys. MilkUP Ontario Cup Championship game. Long ball all the way in, and having trouble getting a solid clearance on it. D'Onofrio, rather than popping it up again, will keep it on the carpet and try to play out that way. Milligan. Middle for Colborne. Colborne looking for someone to find and eventually does. And Slakowski looking for the throw, does get the throw. Glatz still with Slakowski. Glatz somehow managing to keep it in is Vaughn. Bump in the back by Glatz. That'll go for a free kick, as it had not yet traveled out of play when the foul had committed. A couple fouls each so far. Inside 10 minutes as you take a look at this. Rolling up on the back, and you do that away from your own goal. It's almost always going to be a foul. Milligan, excuse me. Again, Power not shying away from taking that long ball. If they have a opportunity to gain an advantage on a run, play a little route one, they'll use their speed. This one falls to them. Ooh, on the side, that's a great play by Ettinger back on defense. Montemarano going back to the keeper, and Shalea having difficulty finding Nikitopoulos over on the left-hand side, the near side of the pitch. Be thrown back in by Milligan. Well, Toronto FC is the official founding partner of Ontario Soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner of the Talented Pathway. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. Toronto FC, and everyone knows that as soon as that team set up shop, I think this was always a fairly soccer-mad country, but having that professional team there has done wonders. And their academy leading a lot of other academies to step up their game. Direct and indirect, the benefits of having a partner like Toronto FC over the course of the past couple decades has been pretty remarkable. Power. It's a nice flick forward as trying to find Braun. There. Nice control on the left side. Glatz now. Good footwork from Glatz, still managing to stay free. This one takes a deflection. It'll go out of play off of Vaughn player and set it up for a throw for Power. Power, of course, from the Toronto region. Not too far. These couple local clubs, one more slightly local than the other. But no one had to drive a great distance to be here today. Always a nice advantage when you know you're not having to travel on Cup Day. Managed to be kept in. Glatz still. Good fight. And it'll be another throw. Stepping onto it was there, but not enough to get any power or accuracy towards the net. And here in the 15th minute, we're still scoreless. Vaughn SC 0, Power FC 0. Shalea's kick. all the way to the half mark, greeted with an instep. And played backwards. Great ball forward. Rexapage. Glatz. Oh, nice ball through. Nearly finds a way, but organized was Vaughn. Distance, a shot, and Shalea had to get down and be right. Well, it was good shape from Vaughn and good goalkeeping. A half a second later. Maybe the only thing keeping Power off the score sheet. Third shot on target for them already. In the first 16 minutes, they'll play short. This one is a shot and just whizzes by the near post. But it will take a deflection, and they'll do it again for yet another corner kick. Could be the fourth corner kick of the game for Power already. We'll have a third in a row. I think for Vaughn, this speaks to their organization, but you can only concede so many corners before you start to get a little bit nervous that one of them is going to hit that sweet spot of the ball and find some of those big targets that are loitering around the 18. Colborne certainly, big number 12. Milligan. Glatz. Good movement. Good clearance by Martins. Going to ground is Porcelli, no call. Rexapage sends that one back into the corner. Sokowski. Nice little cross from Sokowski, but equal to the task was Polito. And it's knocked out of play, and so much of the game for the past 4 minutes concentrated in that far corner. Zer. Glatz takes another deflection. And the sixth corner and fourth, I believe, in the last 2 minutes. Sustained pressure here by Power is jogging up is Craig. And a lot of attempts. It could be easy to be stagnant if you're Vaughn. Try a new run and a pattern and trying to get as close to the keeper as possible as Sokowski. This one is in near, cleared, no problem. Chalea came, but he didn't get a hand on it. And finally, a little bit of reprieve and relief as this one makes its way all the way out to half. It'll be a throw towards the Azzurri. 19th minute of play, still scoreless. You are watching the under-18 Ontario Cup, presented by MilkUP. Played in, Rexapage for the opener. It's through the wickets. It was coming. Number 10 was buzzing around the goal. And Power, full value for their lead. Rexapage gets them on the board. It's 1-0.
Power FC goal scored by number 10, Romeo Rexapage.
Romeo Rexapage waited for the keeper to commit, picked his spot, goes right between the legs, and inside 20 minutes, first lead for Power. Substitution made for Vaughn immediately after the goal. And it's going to be Roy checking in, and grabbing a seat is going to be Nikotopoulos. Roy going to make a nice run as soon as he gets in. Good job defending by Milligan to ensure that he doesn't get there. So Romeo Rexapage, the difference right now It wasn't the easiest angle, but certainly knowing what he wanted to do. He didn't have to smash it, he just placed it perfectly. Now he's got the ball at his feet again. And tried to cut this one in, but again, it'll go for another corner kick. Nope. Yes, it will. D'Onofrio, last touch. And yet another corner kick for Power, 7 now. Power going to show the short to try and drag a player over, but they'll go across the box. It's popped up and finally cleared by Vaughn. A little bit of jostling and bumping, but nothing that looked like it was too untoward. Referee says it's all fine, as you can see an acrobatic play there by Montemurano to ensure that one heads away from goal and not towards. Glatz. Ewell taking the ground. Be another free kick in a dangerous spot. Nice play by Glatz holding up, and a good play by Callum Ewell. Going to ground, no question about that. Be a two-man wall. Chalea trying to move him around. Jack Craig, pretty accurate so far. This one popped up by Glatz and a little too far to give chase for Greg Colborne. And it will be a goal kick and our first water break. So despite the cloud cover, still very hot and humid conditions here in Woodbridge, Vaughn, north of Toronto. And a chance to talk about what worked for Power, and in this case, try to dissect what's not working for Vaughn. And it hasn't been bad. It's just been a step better for the side in green as they get some hydration in. And so far, we talked about those fouls in the beginning of the game. Well, there hasn't been a whole lot of rough play, and a good job to set the tone by the match officials early on in this one. Well, Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for the prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their program and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. It's respectgroupinc.com. Respect in Sport. Kudos to them for the work that they do, eradicating all discrimination and bullying. Should be a goal for all of us. Chalea, ready to get this one started again. Well controlled and finding some room on the far side. And now a little bit of a fight, arms tangled, bodies going together. Referee happy to let it go. Edinger gonna play far side. Looking for Porcelli across the face. A goal. This could be an equalizer. Contact in the box. But nothing untoward. Good chance for Vaughn. Deep ball. Looking for Roy. Coming across was Milligan. And an excellent opportunity. And a good ball in by Porcelli. Vaughn trying to ensure that this press keeps Power in, but finding their way outwards. Glatz, well turned. Nice footwork by Glatz there. Upended by Edinger, and that'll be a foul, little 8-on-8 crime. And it'll go the way of Power. Ball in by Craig. That's going to take a deflection. And off the head of Montemurano will go for a throw for Power. As we mentioned off the top of the broadcast, both of these teams, some nervy games going through. A pair of 1-0 wins for Vaughn in their earlier games before a dominating 6-1 performance in the semifinal yesterday. And in turn, Power found themselves 8-2 winners yesterday. So no shortage of goals from either side this weekend. Both of them would love to have a game that easy, but so far in this one, it doesn't look like it's headed in that direction, as Glatz, good strong challenge, and finding a way to get a boot on it to ensure it's up to half, where Milligan does well to chest it down and get it to the sideline. Slakowski watches it head out of play. He'll pick it up for a throw-in for Power. It doesn't feel like it's heading in that direction. Certainly there's a little bit of parity between these two sides. Vaughn would like more chances than they've had, but the game's still close. And having the opportunity to grow into it, we saw good play earlier on that cross, and Edinger dinging to go back in that direction again. However, that ball just a little too far for Polito. It'll run out of play. You see the pressure that Vaughn wants to be able to put on the opposing side to see if they can get a few turnovers. Throw-in taken quickly, though, and a lot of space to move for Power. Glatz able to control that one and play a beautiful ball, but an excellent play in defense by Montemurano. Edinger wide. Porcelli comes behind for Roy. Roy tries to get to his right foot. Gonna have a go, but it's not a problem. Right into the basket of the keeper. They'll play short and distribute out of the back. Nice cross, Glatz. Lots of space. Touch eluded him, so he'll have to go backwards, but nonetheless, acres of space to find teammates. From the right sideline to nearing the left middle of the pitch. And happy to stay in possession now is Power. Knocked down, will run up for a play. Here's Slakowski running onto it. Chelio will come in for Edinger. And Baracha coming in on the back line as well. Big number 4 will check in for Polito. So 2 substitutions for Vaughn. We approach the 30th minute. And having to get back, Rexapage. Just good control as he sends a perfect ball on a dime into the area. Well defended, and if not for a good tracking of the runs, might have had a second. This one, right over Edinger. Rexapage. Left foot, right foot, runs out of room. but he'll keep the throw going with him. Flicked on by Roy. Milligan trying to get it in his right instep, gets it as far as Glatz. Rexipage well turned into about 4 Vaughn bodies. Glatz tried to flick, comes to the top. Corralled to safety by Chelio. And then pushing down. This one meant for Polozzi. Not able to link up with him, and again just swallowed back to Power. Very difficult to sustain any possession right now for Vaughn. And almost being done with ease for Power. Solkowski. Going to ground, referee says it's going to go further back, her original spot of the foul before that second one. We got 5 Vaughn fouls on the day. And Craig. So you can hear that sound rumbling. And it looks to be why the match official is heading over just to have a chat about what maybe he's hearing and how far away is that Rolling Thunder.
Hey? Here?
So Calpuzzo's satisfied that lightning not detected in the area. Of course, that could lead to a delay. Instead, ball's blown in, and Chalea with a very good grab as he's coming out. Good fingertips, no problem for him. Teammate trying to work his way out. Edinger trying to play forward. Nice little ball. However, only running as far as the defense before Polozzi could get his feet on it. Instead, here's D'Onofrio. Roy. Edinger. And D'Onofrio. Good switch. A lot of space over there on the far side. Closing quickly, though. How quickly can Power counter? Glatz happy to circle back and ensure that his squad is worked all the way up. Zer. Thunder announcing its presence a little bit more now. As this one skips out of play as well. Well, Ontario Soccer is pleased to welcome back Sport Chek, Canada's largest sports retailer, as its official sporting goods retail partner. Both partners share the goal of inspiring Ontarians to live healthy, active lifestyles by making sports and activity more fun, approachable, and inclusive. As a foul there, and Glatz going to ground. Yet another one. With a vast assortment of apparel and equipment of the very best athletic brands in the world, Sport Chek strives to help athletes and enthusiasts of all levels succeed. Find out what moves you at sportchek.ca. So yet another dangerous position from the way those attackers have been working in the box, and that one left a little to be desired, hopping short of the 18. Rexipage, though, will find the ball, come back to his boot in a battle with D'Onofrio. Working in for Glatz. Well defended. Here's the overlapping run for Zer. Crossed in. Solkowski was up, just skipped over him. Managed to work it back for Rexipage, who certainly saw an open goal, but his left let him down. Substitutions coming in now for Vaughn. Justicia substituting for Palozzi. And Iannuzzi will come in to take the place of Porcelli, as well as Ismael will find a place on the pitch for Martins. So 3 substitutions, and we're back underway. Craig does well. Only gets it as far as Edinger, though. Good tackle. Chelio started that rush. Falls to his teammate, Giustiza. Ismael trying to create any space 1-on-2. It's going to run not quite as far as the touchline, managed to stay in, and nice little bit of pressure having to hang on to this one, going in with 2 feet and getting there first, and luckily he did. Flicked to the corner, no one making a run, and it's going to run out for a goal kick. Nice little bit of football from Vaughn as they find their way back into it. Try to find that footing, and they can keep the ball in the power half for the next little bit. That would make a world of difference mentally, as well as potentially on the scoreboard. As Edinger coming to the table, getting ready to check in. Ball is in play. He's played short. Iannuzzi watches that come all the way back. Glatz. Good tackling to bring it out. Hayakawa over there in support. Number 21 for Green has been great distributing and springing a few runs as he'll set up to try and ask for this one, showing closer. And Hayakawa knocking it back to his teammate, dispossessed. Scramble on the sidelines. They will say it is on the ground, and it's going to be a free kick going the way of Vaughn. Long ball. Milligan will have to be careful, going all the way back to keeper, and any port in the storm will do, as this one, fortuitous, actually takes a bounce and springs a counter the other way. Yuli, Callum Yuli on the far side into the area. Yuli plays it, wins a corner out of it. And how quickly that went from Milligan having to be right on a back pass to a corner at the other end. As the referee looking at Baracha. He's having a conversation, or he didn't look to be in any discomfort, but he'll head over to the corner to make sure that it's guarded. You see the shots on target on the bottom of your screen, 6-1. Dangerous corner, great goalkeeping. And we'll do another one on the far side, as once again the Thunder introducing itself off in the distance. Might not be able to see it here. You see some cloud cover, but it's quite a lot of blue sky still over Vaughn and right over the Ontario Soccer Centre, but we're not sure how long that will in fact be the case. Left-footed corner kick, back post, dangerous, rattles around. It was there for the taking. Chalea came, did not get to it. Referee waving away any appeals for a hand. Very difficult to call a handball in a situation where it's rattling around from body to body.
Refs up. Refs up. Refs up.
And in this case, nothing was called. Finally, the referee hearing pleas for a sub for Vaughn. They're looking to get one in just before the half here in the 40th minute, and sprinting over Edinger, giving way to Edinger. 8 for 7. Nice little run from Sokowski. Wasn't able to tiptoe down the sidelines completely, but did find a little bit of room and does well to win the throw. Chalea has the ball come to him. Scary moment there. Rattles around. Glatz jockeying for it, gets ahead on it. Gonna come all the way to Chalea. Well, Sports Engine is the official technology partner of Ontario Soccer and the leading provider of sport relationship management software for youth and amateur sports. Check out sportsengine.com/solutions to see how they can help keep your club running in stride, on and off the pitch. Sports Engine. Back the other way. And it'll be a corner kick for Vaughn. "42nd minute. One-way traffic, but what an equalizer would do here. Shot from distance, that one's not going to harm anybody, as it was a valiant effort by Sarvenkov, but didn't find its way through, and the corner not much help either. Good clearance and good control by Power. Still clinging to this 1-0 lead off a goal earlier on by their talisman, number 10, Rexapage. Beautiful between the legs on a limited space, but did exactly what he had to do. Knocked forward. Roy going to chase onto Milligan here. Milligan does well to knock it out, and Roy so much in his pocket that it's going to go for a goal kick. I think the danger, of course, is anytime you have weather patterns, that come through, is you take that break, and it may mean that the skies open up and that this second half is a completely different half than what we've seen in the first. Dry, hot conditions. We might not be that charmed. This one skipping over. Rexapage poaching. Could he have a second? Takes the deflection, and a wonderful job by D'Onofrio to get back. D'Onofrio misjudged it, got on his horse, and was enough to get even a piece of that, as Rexapage didn't get everything that he wanted. Ends up in the hands of the Vaughn keeper. Could have been worse. Second goal before the half might have been detrimental, and it's not done yet. Glatz coming in, and another good job by Chalea. And Damien Chalea pouncing like a cat, understanding all 18 yards of that area. Montesmerano, his team, happy to go backwards towards the keeper if it's going to prevent a turnover, and certainly a little bit more comfortable than they looked at the beginning of this one. Vaughn really does have a chance to grow in the game. Nice little footwork by D'Onofrio. Down the sideline looking for Roy. It's going to be Craig going back. He'll get there first and play to keeper. And this one is going to be sent up, but it's not going to be anywhere near getting out of play. Edinger plays it in step to Hayakawa and finds its way to the back line of Vaughn. 44th minute here. Ontario Cup under 18 boys final game. It's Power with a lead. It's Vaughn trying to claw their way back in, and it's going to be a free kick going the way of Vaughn.
3 added. 3 added. 3 added minute.
Played in D'Onofrio. Nice little ball. Chelio well controlled. Just to get to his right. This one takes the deflection, appeals for a handball. They will call it. And Power trying to make the claim. Listen, that hand was in. Referee disagrees. So hearing 3 minutes of added time at the end of the first half. And a free kick in an interesting position. It will be ceremonial as the center marches off the Two-person wall. Januzzi will put his right foot into this. Stay on side is what you have to do if you're Vaughn. It skips. It was not what he wanted, but not gone away just yet. Popped up high. A lot of bodies back for power, trying to will this one out of there. Glatz giving chase. His last touch. Roy watches it go out. 3 minutes of additional time, and played about 45 seconds of that as the board goes up in front of us. D'Onofrio trying to direct traffic and find something to like here. Something tangible, something on the scoreboard for Vaughn. But more importantly, prevent anything from going the other way. D'Onofrio fouled from behind by Glatz after Glatz had the advantage. No. You go the other way. They just say that one's on D'Onofrio, and instead it'll go against Glatz. So maybe in fact saying there was no foul, and they're going to go the handball for reaching out and touching it. As often, if you think you're fouled, you'll reach out instinctively just to corral that ball. But in this case, no bueno. Craig standing over it. Two-person wall. Damian Shalia trying to tell players where to go. Happy with that. It's right from our broadcast location and our view of the camera on your screen. We're right down the barrel. Craig flips this one in. Flicked up and away by Edinger, gets a touch. Shalia giving chase and managing just to stay inside his 18-yard box, and using every yard of that to send this one down into the second half. Opposing half, Ismail turned over. And it'll be a throw with about 30 seconds by our clock on the screen left in this one for Vaughn to find something before the half. Ball ricocheting around right off Chalio. D'Onofrio knocked down, a little bit of space here. Sarvenkov watches it go over his head. Official says that's enough for the opening 45, in which Power FC found themselves a goal to the good. Dominant performance off the top, and it was eventually Romeo Rexipage. Stands as the only difference in the under-18 boys MilkUP Ontario Cup Final. At the half, a 1-0 lead for Power FC over Vaughn SC.
Everybody reacted in the first one. So guys, I have to use the bathroom. We're doing this again. So you guys can stay if you want. You coming in? Was it 10 minutes, guys? Yeah, 10? Yeah. Okay, let's go.
It begins with a ball. Two teams. Begins with a ball. Two teams, two nets, that ball, and a love of everything between the lines. But the game is more. The game is you giving every last breath to finish the sprint. The game is that last ounce of strength that pours out of you as you stretch to save your team. The game is questioning yourself over and over again until you find a way forward. Your personal best today is your challenge for tomorrow. Giving everything now is only knowing how much further you can go. The laces we tighten are the ones that bind us together. Entering the huddle as a player and leaving as a team. Play because you love it. Inspire because it's in you. Unite because it's in us. Ontario Soccer. Begins with a ball.
Second half action getting ready for kickoff here at the Ontario Soccer Centre. Power FC holding on to a 1-0 lead. It's slim over the Vaughn, Missouri. All to play for here in the under-18 boys MilkUP Ontario Cup. As we're getting set to crown our second winner of the day, Ontario Soccer thrilled, of course, to welcome back Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, is a premier partner and supporter of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether to fuel up before going to the big game or after a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you. Circle K, proud to have them as a partner. Halftime pep talks for both teams. Certainly Vaughn telling their players they're right there. As Power making the point that they were the better side in the first half and sure to give a good 15 minutes off the top to make sure that they can sustain that pressure and keep it going. Really pleased was the Power coach, Alistair Harvey, with his side's play. Moving forward, opportunity for Vaughn right away. Roy fighting in. Roy looking very good on that left side, attacking since he's come in. If you're just joining us for the second half, this Romeo Rexapage's goal is the difference. For his side in green, they're moving right to left. That's Vaughn, of course, in their navy and red, are left to right on your screen. Hayakawa. Going to ground, referee says nothing there, as Callum Muley made a little bit more of that than needed. And a good no call from the referee, who's been very good today. Has Calpuzos been, Peter Calpuzos, in command the whole time, monitoring the field, monitoring any weather systems, which will give you a bit of an update. It does not look as threatening as perhaps that thunder led us to believe. A lot of different systems rather than one big one headed for us. And they're all headed in different directions, so. Solkowski. Zer. Shervin Zer. Nice step in. Ewell. Callum Ewell. Great save. Damian Chalia had to come for it. He was right, and he got there in time. And last touch will go off of Power, so this will stay a goal kick. Played short. Power still trying to get that pressure in, and Solkowski the first one in to knock it out of play and make it difficult for Vaughn. We alluded to the fact Vaughn starting to find a little bit of a rhythm in the second half. However, that always came with being vulnerable to a counter, and a couple counter opportunities for Power in the waning moments of injury time of the first frame. Chelio plays wide. Baraccia. Well turned, going in and missing. But still with possession now is Vaughn. Played to the far side. Space here for Nikotopoulos. Polito. Crossed, back post, nobody home. Keeper trying to come for it, not really able to get there, and a little bit of miscommunication between the keeper as well as the defenders. Clattering in, but staying with the ball, and a nice little play by Roy there. Did well to keep the ball.
Penalty market tied.
And it'll be a throw. And Milligan will step over to it. Well, we talked about the roads for both teams a little bit. The full picture was an 8-2 win for Power FC over Ottawa Futsal Club. Before that, a nervy 2-1 win over Oshawa Kicks. Beat the Guelph Junior Griffins and had a game withdrawn in their first round against the Titans. So that was the road going all the way back to the first round. And it's going to be a foul on Edinger, going right into the back of Hayakawa.
Vaughn, intensity a little bit higher. I want more.
Vaughn beat Hamilton Croatia 1-0, handled Sarnia Premier 1-0, and then that 6-1 win over Aaron Mills sets their path to get here. Flicking up. Hayakawa rising up. Nikitopoulos doing well. Tries to go through 4. That's a little too ambitious, and back the other way for Power.
Hey! Come good. First strike.
Nice little piece of footwork there by Yulee. Going to ground and could find his way into the book, and lucky he didn't. You can see the referee waving off those protests that would be asking for a card. And what was a little bit of a clumsy challenge, to be fair, from Evan Edinger. But Edinger, for the most part, going for the ball and not necessarily being wrong in every challenge. This one taken immediately, popped up well high. Chalea does well, gets that opposite leg up, hands up, and then good distribution to find down the far side and poked forward, but a little bit too far. Justiza was the one going for it. This one's free and clear. Good job by Roy to poke it out of the keeper's hands back in the middle. And they're going to say that it's going to be a handball outside of the area, or they will be... No, they're going to say keeper had possession. All right. So after all that, and a little heart in the throat moment for Power, it will be a free kick, as Roy was deemed to have interfered with the keeper when the keeper had possession, I think, is how it's going to go down. There's Craig's ball. Turned over. Nikitopoulos plays square. This one off the post. Unbelievable. Nikitopoulos played a beautiful square ball. And Jordan Chelio had the best chance of the game for Vaughn. It hit the upright. But off a bad turnover on a free kick. A chance out of nothing that nearly leveled it going to ground, and it will be a free kick going the way of Vaughn now after that really good chance, something that I'm sure we'll get a look at later, but shot 7-4 on target as this game starts to tighten up. Good job of keeping it in, if only for the moment before running out of play. And back for a goal kick, so breathing a little bit here as power, and you know, during the halftime speech, Alistair Harvey was talking to his team. 1-0 is great, but if they were to get one, do not panic. We've played well. We know that we're capable of playing well.
Blue, quick.
And the message that you do what you did in the first half, here in the second, and you could be home free.
Yeah, come on.
But a little bit more fight from this Vaughn side.
Left hand. Blue.
Dennis Verinaris is Vaughn's side. Saying growing into the game a lot while they're looking to do it. Nikotopoulos played that one square. Keeper came, didn't get there, and now there's going to be a whistle to like a foul against the keeper, perhaps. Coming together. And the keeper remains down. Yeah. So we take a look at this replay, and yeah, I'm not so sure it wasn't perhaps Craig or a Power FC player that gave that keeper the brunt of what he took. And you could see there from replay, and maybe even that touch from Jack Craig to say, hey, my bad. But certainly it didn't look like a whole lot from Vaughn. And get a look at our fans clad in green coming out to support this Power FC side. A few supporting Vaughn, hometown team. Short jaunt, and Vaughn's played their fair share of games in Ontario Cup, MilkUP Ontario Cup Finals over the years. Of course, Vaughn winning this division as recently as 2018. In the 57th minute, it's still a Power lead.
Jacob, keep going.
Glatz. Oh, it was a heartbeat away from getting free. Him and Solkowski sighing in unison.
You have to get on the first touch, man.
Polito. Intertaken by Solkowski. Glatz, nice control. A little bit of space, and waiting for his team to arrive. Nice little ball in. Finds all the way to the keeper. Chiella had to be right. Appeals for a penalty. Referee with an emphatic double arm, absolutely not. And a long slide in. Good job by Power to regain possession. Right back at it. Keeper coming again. Chiella, this time he's around. They'll say last touch off Chiella. Coming out to make a save. Well, he made two of them. Referee saying nope. And we'll have another look at this as a coming together. And to me, it looks like he gets a foot on that ball. I'm in no position to dispute the center official, and looks like he had a very good look right down the barrel of where that coming together was. Good no call.
Substitution Power. Yeah, you can bring him in. Come to center.
Go.
So Magalas will come into the game for
just from the slider.
corner kick coming. Good punch by Chiella. Zaire controls. Flick back in, but it's going to run all the way to the keeper. Polito. And go forward, though. Retain possession. Hayakawa doing well to escape damage. Glatz. Good job by Hayakawa to spring Glatz. Glatz to his right foot, goes to his left, tries to go around. Keeper coming all the way. Glatz jumping high. And Chalaya, excuse me. Damian Chalaya down, and he'll look for some help, and he did take one a little bit on the knee. As you can see, Glatz trying to jump over and probably letting go at the most opportune time, as Montemurano did everything he could to keep the player, and anything else risks getting a penalty called, so he kind of has to let go right here, but he did just enough to get Glatz, and that's, I think, for his part of the height of that jump was merely because he didn't want to touch the keeper in any way, shape, or form, and was trying to jump out of the way. So fair play from both players, and it's good to see. And Damian taking a little bit of the worst for that, shaking off that left hand. That maybe that was the one that took a little bit of a knock. So drop ball played out of the back, and here we go into the final half hour of the MilkUP Ontario Cup. From the Ontario Soccer Centre, the under-18 boys doing battle here. Toronto versus Vaughn. Power versus Zuri. And one goal separates them at this stage on an overcast day that started off beautiful, still no rain. Couple subs coming. And Vaughn is going to sub later. For now, it's Mercier who's coming in for Power, number 4 in your program. And he's checking in place for Sulkowski. So Sulkowski, a good run for the first 60 minutes. He'll take a seat. And Romeo Rexapage leaves that ball, and it'll be a throw in for Power on the far side. Well, we've got a corner kick. And those corner kicks are into double digits now for Power, racking them up early and often in the first half. Jack Craig standing over it. Swung in, gets to the penalty spot almost untouched before Vaughn finding their way out. Good play to slow it up by Zaire. Knock forward, giving chases Roy. And sending it high and away from all damage before it finds the boot of Edinger. It's going to roll off that boot and head out for a throw on the far side. The Canadian Premier League, on behalf of Ontario-based members, clubs Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa are now premier partners of Ontario Soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. For updates and more information, please go to canpl.ca. So it will be another foul here and a free kick just at the edge of the sideline. And not so far forward that it's going to present an immediate problem, but if Craig gets one of his better boots on it, there's no telling. 64th minute. It is a 1-goal lead. Ball swung in. Great header flicked on. That is beautiful. Shui Hayakawa with a perfectly timed run, a beautiful flick, and 2 goals to the good are Power FC in the MilkUP Ontario Cup. A beautiful near post flick to get into a dangerous position. You don't have to be the tallest person on the field to find the back of the net with a head. That was precise and surgical. And things looking a lot better now for Power FC. What a goal by Hayakawa.
Power FC goal scored by number 21, Shoei Hayakawa.
Well, good heads-up ball from Vaughn to push forward, because it could be very easy to sink back and lose 10 minutes in this game with your heads down, and they're going to need to be a lot more aggressive. That might leave them vulnerable to the counter, but certainly attacking the ball and winning a foul here in the middle of the pitch. Using every minute and every second left in this game to try and find one before they try to find two. But time's certainly not on their side. Polito, his right foot. Left a little to be desired and cleared no problem. Took Milligan in there first. Polito follows it up. His teammate coming up with the ball. Nice little touch by Polito, and part of the reason they still have possession. Monta Moreno. Sarvenkov. Sarvenkov again. And Monta Moreno. And Porcelli. Dangerous ball, back post. Who can get there first? It's going to have to be touched. Like it off the hand of Belanger. And Jack Belanger was right to get there, even if he couldn't get everything on it. Call up for this game is the keeper in the orange kit for Power. And doing well to maintain a clean sheet in the MilkUP Ontario Cup. That's all you can ask for. Dangerous. This time he comes in a good strong punch with two hands, sending it to the far sidelines. Trying to fight for it and doing well to keep it in bounds miraculously, and I'm not sure how he did. This is beautiful football from Gabriel Magales. And just when I say that, it takes an unfortunate touch and right out of play. '68th minute, 2-0. It's goals from Rexipage and Hayakawa. Well controlled by Braun and Zer. A little bit of miscommunication as Craig had to go back and try and find that one, but no harm, no foul. He gets there. And flipped up and on. Looking for a seeking ball was Rexipage. Romeo kind of boxed in on that sideline, absolutely nowhere to go. And Borraccio was the one knocking it out as a substitution coming in now, finally. Mubarak Ahmad standing, waiting to check into this one. And Dominic Glatz coming out. Glatz was praised by hold-up opportunities and work during the first half. He looked the part, not as strong in the second half, but still definitely a workhorse and part of the reason that this Power team just controlled from the jump. As we take another look at the good, strong punch there from the keeper. Water break here in the second half, and the only water we've seen, thankfully. Rain holding off, overcast. Nice little breeze in Vaughn right now. Not too much that it's going to affect the game, but nice enough that it'll cool you down. And a final push with about 20 minutes left. Well, as the Bank of Soccer with decades investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to growing the game and increasing gender equity in soccer and beyond. We're thrilled to welcome BMO as the new lead partner for Ontario Soccer's gender equity and empowerment initiatives, including the new Grow the Game, Grow the Community Engagement program targeting more than 100,000 girls and women. Thank you to BMO for their sponsorship. Edinger tried to get out of it, couldn't. But lucky enough, a good ball played along the far side. Porcelli giving chase. Trying to guard it is Braun, and does well. Does Braun, looking for a foul. Does not get it, and it's going to be a throw the way of Vaughn. And Edinger checking out. Chelio checking in. And Baracha will head out as well. Be another throw in as that one just on our side of the corner flag. Vaughn needing desperately a goal here. Down 2-0, 18 minutes to play. Yanuzzi, D'Onofrio now with the ball, trying to get past there. Good play from Zaire. Just solid, stopping that one and sending it long. A lot of support running down the side, including the new man to check in, Ahmad. Doesn't get to it, but does enough in there to ensure that it's a throw, and Ahmad will leave it. And the luxury of time, something Power has right now that Vaughn absolutely does not. And every time this ball goes out of play and they can reset to have one or two guys pick it up, think about throwing it in, and then pass it on to the next teammate. And certainly Power with all of it. Nice 1-2. This one heads towards the corner. Having to be careful is Montemoreno. Grabbed by the shirt. Ball plays on, no call. They'll keep going, and this one finally finds Mercier. Mercier goes in, gets the ball, plays it on the ground, and then it will be played. It will be given the way of Vaughn as ball was touched on the ground. Trying to usher Hayakawa away. Vaughn eager to get on with it, and how interesting would it be if we see a goal in the next 5 minutes? If Vaughn can finally get on the scoreboard, what would that do? But for now, Mercier flicked off, back post. Ahmad tried to be there, could not. Roy, little over his head, and it's going to run out of play. The assistant referee, I think, got a little bit crossed up. He always meant to give that one to Green, but put his flag up in the opposite direction. Kudos to him for the correction. Hayakawa. Run into by Porcelli, and Porcelli on the ground. Hayakawa up, no worse for wear, and it'll be another throw to Power. Flicked over, and a nice little flick on header by Mercier. Yulee had nowhere to go. He'll pick it up. And back is Vaughn, trying to get a push forward. And it will be a foul against number 77, Tsarvenkov, who did not quite get the angle that he wanted on goal scorer Raksipaj. And as a result, they both go tumbling to the ground, and it'll be a free kick for Power. Craig's flick in from distance. This one's going to pop back up. Porcelli wide. Long ball down the side. Something for Roy to run onto. Bellinger, that instep, just taking it to safety, going right through Porcelli, was Ahmad, but no call, and we play on. Monza Moreno, the Lions' share of this game, in the back for Vaughn. Roy had to judge that one. It was coming down awkwardly with a lot of spin, and wanted to make sure he didn't waste the chance. Porcelli, his teammate, knocked out a play by Mercier, and it'll be a throw as Porcelli still not up, but will take as much time as he can and then finally get to his feet. Edinger back in. Iannucci will head out. Giustiza as well will come back in, and D'Onofrio will head and grab a penny. Head to the bench. Any port in the storm for Power as that one just sent anywhere but on the pitch. See Alistair Harvey on the bottom of the screen. Nervy moments for him. Handball appeals. Referee says no. And we'll have to see if there's anything there again. But the referee very definitive about that handball. It's going to go out of play, and it will be a corner kick for Vaughn. And now perhaps a little bit of back chat. And the referee not particularly in the mood for back chat, as we get from our visuals. Calpuzos having a chat, say I don't want to hear anything else. All related, of course, to that potential handball, but it was a very quick wave away. So you can't imagine the referee really thought there was anything to it. That one was free. Bellinger came but didn't get there. Went all the way through the goal area and out before two players coming together. And it's going to be, it looks to be, well, certainly a player down for Power. But I think they're going to call a corner, and we'll just do it again from the other side. So a couple corners in rapid succession. And here's the strategy of about 6 guys from Vaughn, all going to try and clatter in towards the keeper. This one coming close. Good punch again. Much better this time from Bellinger. He was accurate and got 2 strong hands on it, but not completely out. Trying to find room, and Edinger Montemoreno stepped in. He's going to run as far as Palazzi. Chelio. Giustizia buzzing around. He's been great in this second half as part of this spark for Vaughn. Shot from distance. Chelio didn't get there. Stopped at the 18 before it could even work its way through. A header up for Porcelli. Knock forward. Feels like a lot of pressure now from Vaughn. Pushed in the back. Shot from distance. That one also ricochets off a player off the attempt from Tsarvenkov. And then knocked out for a bit of reprieve by Braun. Porcelli holding over it. 81st minute of play. 10 minutes plus whatever is added. Laid off. And what a job this power team is getting in the way of shots. Just managing to line up everywhere on the line. Shot and a great save by Belanger. It was a nice effort coming in by Victor Giustizia. And Giustizia, who has had a very, very good spell in the last 20 minutes. Had another shot on target, winning another corner. It'll be the third in the last 5 minutes for Vaughn. And an injury now. And Romeo Rexapage will get some medical attention on the far side. The medic coming all the way across, explaining what happened. And subbing into this one is Simicage. This one into the side netting. And holding head in hands is Porcelli. Another substitution coming here for Power.
You can come off here.
Hayakawa will grab a penny and sit down. His goal was insurance and changed the face and the nature of how this game's been going. But the goal scorer checking out. Another deflection as there's a Vaughn player down and writhing in pain. And that looks to be Porcelli. Switch to the far side. And that one, Nikotopoulos wasn't able to come up with it on the header, but ball stays with Vaughn. Tsarvenkov all the way back now. Edinger. Roy. In step in. Porcelli. Chelio. High boot up. Corralled now by Power. Mercier. Having a run. Lots of space for Mercier. Great ball played in. Can this be three? Game over! Callum Yuli.
Off the field, guys, off the field.
A beautiful feed
Put your penny
from
on,
Mercer.
put your penny on 21.
It's three. And surely the Ontario Cup will be heading to Power FC with a third insurance goal. Callum Yule, 84th minute. After Hayakawa found the net in the 64th. And a couple insurance goals, the shots on target starting to even up, and after all the pressure, Look for all the world like Vaughn was going to find their way back into it and make the end interesting. In the end, it might not all be that close. Power FC smiles as they await the restart and know they can breathe that much easier as the MilkUP Ontario Cup will likely be heading to their trophy case. 3-0 lead here at the Ontario Soccer Centre. It's very likely going to be Power FC seeing this one through. Well, soon another deserving team will engrave their name into the Ontario Cup and receive their medals and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Nothers, the award store. For more than 50 years, Nothers, the award store, has been a leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept to planning all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. Roy looking for a lifeline. Sarvenkov calmly handled by Jack Craig. Taken off his boot though. Roy. Craig, this one spinning and dovetails to the top of the box. Not able to get his foot on his Nikotopoulos, and out come Power. Here's a counter with bodies committed forward. Mercier was the one that led the last goal. Over Ahmad's head, but it's going to be sent back towards the keeper. No problem grabbing it, as it was not a directed pass back. It just happened to head to the keeper. The referee waves that off, but another giveaway for Vaughn, and this is just a little disconcerting for that side. And a ball there just a little bit too far, as Ismail looking for a teammate to link up with. Polozzi. Another chance for Power. Forced in. Ahmad. Great defending. Coming across was Edinger. Simikaj, oh, and an opportunity on a plate. Stoev will want that one back. Alex Stoev right on the top of the goal area. It was a beautiful ball from Simikaj. Ismail, good help from Magales. Roy. Trying to cut his Roy. Nice footwork. Looking for a runner. Found in the area. Still laid off this time. Keeper able to pounce on it just like a pinball in there, and nothing falling where Vaughn would like it to. Patient was Power, not feeling the need to dive in, and you can see Jack Craig in your program there. Very much the heartbeat of that back line, and part of the reason that they were so organized and so difficult to beat today. Hats off to him for an incredible game played. 88th minute. Bump in the back and a frustration foul from Porcelli, unable to hang on to it as he goes through Stoev. Porcelli going into the book. Thunder making itself heard here at the end of this game. Looked to play a part. Did not. Justiza losing it. There. Tsarvenkov. Tsarvenkov still going up, but it's poke free. Ismail. This one will take a deflection, and it will be a corner kick. Take another look at the foul going right through the back is Porcelli. As the corner is cleared, Giustizia. That one not making it all the way. Zare trying to start the rush the other way. Simicaj plays backwards, but it's going to drift all the way to Nikotopoulos. We approach the 90 of the board, about to head up, and we'll find out just how much time there is. At this point, though, feels like a foregone conclusion. Has a foul there, and Nikotopoulos grabbing a piece of the attacking player and trying to keep some decorum here in the waning moments as Power,
ladies and gentlemen, our
counting down to
indicated 4 minutes of additional time. 4 minutes of additional time.
See what is left. This will actually go the way of Vaughn, so it's going to be Nikotopoulos, they said, was fouled first. And just as all of that was being sorted out, we got the word that it is 4 minutes, of which we've played 40 seconds, so probably not time for a comeback, but perhaps a consolation goal here for Vaughn. Sent high into the area, flicked on, and on the foot of Polazzi. He'll want that one back in the goal area and every chance to finish, but it's been that kind of a day. So that's Brandon Loza checking in, number 13. And it'll be a little bit of playing time for the next keeper. Checking out was Bellinger after keeping what is a clean sheet. So it might in fact be a shared clean sheet as we see a little bit of rain starting to fall for the first time. Hitting the turf, and it is offside. We'll have an offside call, and kicking the ball away after an offside will go to Ahmad.
Win with class, you fucking idiot! Win with class, buddy! Real fucking class! Hey! Yeah, you're real fucking class! You're real fucking class!
Temper starting to flare just a little bit, and I think perhaps some frustration from that shot after the whistle that earned him on into the book. So cooler heads will likely prevail as we only have 60 seconds to go in this one. At the end of the day, it's going to be Power who is too good for Vaughn. And on the heels of a 3-0 scoreline here in the final, 8-2 scoreline in the semifinal, end up being the two easiest rounds, statistically anyway, for Power throughout this Ontario Cup journey. We've played the 3 minutes of stoppage time, and the rain's starting to come down. And the kick sailed into the box, dealt with by Vaughn. Roy will turn. Referee checking his watch. Ball played back in, flag stays down, Ahmad is online. Great save by the keeper, getting a clip. That's not enough. It's enough for Power FC. The under-18 boys MilkUP Ontario Cup champions for 2023.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder that our spectators are to leave the field of play immediately. All spectators are to leave the field.
It looked like it would be nervy for a little bit. It ended up being comfortable in the end. A clean sheet for Power FC over Vaughn as they write their name into the winner's circle. Goals from Rexapash, Hayakawa, and finally Yule to cap it all off in the 85th minute and secure victory. And the side in green will take home the Ontario Cup to Toronto. Congratulations to Power FC. We'd also like to take this opportunity to thank all of our sponsors, our proud partners, our broadcast partners at Hub International, insurance brokers, our premier partners, Toronto FC, Dairy Farmers of Ontario, the Canadian Premier League, BMO, and Circle K, and our community partners, Sport Check, as well as Respect in Sport, Sport Engine, and Northers the Award Store. And we will get a look at that Northers trophy just in a few minutes as it's presented. Rain coming down, it can't dampen the spirits of Power FC. 3 goals to the good, and champions, the MilkUP Ontario Cup.
Let's go.
The under-21 women and the under-21 men still to come as we're halfway through our broadcast day here from the Ontario Soccer Centre.
Why was that?
We look forward to seeing you at the top of the hour for more great action as we crown 2 more champions before the day is done. Until that time, I'm Cal McClellan. Be sure to tune in shortly. We'll see you again soon.
Thanks, gents. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Stay.
Ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the teams, please put your hands together as we recognize this afternoon's match officials who were appointed to the MilkUP Ontario Cup Finals. Our referee, Mr. Peter Calpuzos. Assistant referee, Luciano Capotelli. Assistant referee, Mr. Afshin Vapur. And this afternoon's fourth official, Chris Colangelo. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your 2 provincial finalists. Both teams deserve a big round of applause for their terrific effort in this afternoon's MilkUP Ontario Cup Final. Assisting us with the awards presentation this afternoon and representing Ontario Soccer is our special guest, Ms. Alice Strawn, Ontario Soccer Regional Director. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let us recognize this year's MilkUP Ontario Cup finalists for Vaughn Soccer Club. Wearing number 3, Jordan Celio. Wearing number 4, Joey Barazia. Wearing number 6, Stefano Montemarano. Wearing number 7, Thomas Edinger. Wearing number 8, Evan Edinger. Wearing number 11, Ryan Porcetti. Wearing number 13, David Donofrio. Wearing number 14, Massimo Iannuzzi. Wearing number 19, Victor Justizia. Wearing number 22, Damian Chalia. Wearing number 23, Cameron Ismail. Wearing number 26, Andreas Nikotopoulos. Wearing number 50, Luca Palozzi. Wearing number 66, Ryan Vidaneris. Wearing number 67, Quinton Roy. Wearing number 72, Jacob Martins. Wearing number 77, Nicholas Sarvenkov. Wearing number 87, Jacob Polito. Vaughn coach, Dennis Vidaneris. Assistant, Mark Edinger. Manager, Teresa Polito. Assistant, Claudio Polito. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your 2023 MilkUP Ontario Cup winners and provincial championships, Power FC. Ring number 1, Jack Boulanger. Ring number 3, Gabriel Magalhaes. Ring number 4, Alexandre Mercier. Number 5, Kevin Senekaj. Ring number 6, Chris Milligan. Number 7, Dominic Glatz. Ring number 8, Shervin Jar. Ring number 9, Sebastian Alpi. Ring number 10, Romeo Rexipage. Ring number 11, Callum Yule. Ring number 12, Gregory Colborn. Number 13, Brandon Loza. Ring number 14, Rowan Braun. Ring number 17, Gladys Ahmad. Ring number 19, Alex Stove. Ring number 20, Jack Craig. Ring number 21, Shoei Hiyakawa. Wearing number 24, Jacob Solkowski. Power FC coach, Alistair Harvey. Assistant, Ian Buckingham. And assistant, Mr. Liam Power. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call upon the team captain of Power FC to receive the 2023 Ontario Cup on behalf of our 2023 champions.